Welcome back to my cozy corner where I'm excited to build the Kingfisher with you today. This set is an icon set that is beautiful and was just released on February 1st, and I can't wait to get into this build and see how gorgeous this bird is going to look. One thing that automatically intrigues me is this piece that they're displaying on the box, because I think that's going to be a really beautiful piece with a beautiful color. So let's get right into this and see what we find. Okay, we have an instruction manual that has a beautiful picture on the front. I love that. Okay. Got some information in here about the Kingfisher. Look forward to reading that, so that's exciting. Okay, so it looks like we have Looks like we have 6 bags to complete him. So let's get started on bag 1. Okay, open up our manual here to the right page. All right, we're going to make sure we get the pieces in here right. Whenever these pins come into play, I always have to kind of figure out if I'm doing it right. When I saw this set advertised a bit before it was released, I was really excited. Okay, 6 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, make sure I did that right. If I'm ever getting them wrong. I was really excited because the Kingfisher is one of my favorite birds. We did a unit study when I was in school about the Kingfisher, and I just couldn't get over how he would just kind of sit up above the water and then just dive in and come up with a fish. That was pretty cool. And so when they released him, I was pretty stoked to get to the store and pick him up. I wonder what we're building. Kind of looks, not sure if it's the bird or the stand that he sits on. Always make sure you get these parts right. Thank yourself later on. Okay. I think I'm doing something wrong here, but I'm not sure what. Oh. I was doing something wrong. Let's see here. I've got a piece stuck. The reason they put these little brick separators in here. Okay. Let's see here. I forgot this piece, which needs to go there. I'll put it in here first. I said in my last video that the one thing I can struggle with is any form of Technic building, and if you've already seen me fumble around with this beginning, you can understand now what I was saying. I suppose I just need to do more of it. Do some practicing. Okay, we're going to set this to the side because here's another part that's going to be quite challenging. So let's get into it and see what we can do here. Let's see, we need this piece. I'm curious. I'm actually so curious that we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to look ahead and figure out what in the world we're building. Okay, we are building the stand for the bird to sit on. That makes more sense. Okay, now, as I fumble around with this one, how was your week? It's Monday here in my world, and that weekend man, man, I didn't know if I was going to get through it. It was just, we were so busy trying to take care of things and work through equipment issues, and I just kept running into one issue after another. My big plan to get a whole bunch done over the weekend turned into a bit of a disaster, but we made it through it. It's Monday, and we can be excited about that. But how did your weekend go? How did your week go last week? Okay, let me see. I think I'm doing this right. Okay. And make sure the stands for the insects that were released were somewhat similar to this. They had to have kind of a strong structure built in to support the insects when they would hang out on them. I need this here. Okay. And then we need this right here. All right, we got that. Let's see here. All right, now we're going to pull this over. Fumble my way through this one, but it's looking right. It's looking like the picture. Oh boy, okay. They want us to flip this up. If I get past this, we might get this bird made. So do any of you guys struggle with Technic pieces and pins and putting it all together? I struggle with them so much that I can't really build with them. Yep, I did it again. Dropped a piece just a second. Found it. My hands are slippery today. All right, 3. It looks like it shows 3 holes visible. So it's going to go into here. All right. Yes, after that weekend, I was super excited to be able to just sit down and kind of build a... I actually picked up this set on February 1st, made it to the LEGO store, and my plans was to build it and get it up much quicker for you, but I just fumbled through that weekend. Couldn't get anything done in any timely manner. All right, look at there. That looks pretty good. I'm a little bit afraid that you might be picking up some sound as you're listening of my dog snoring. I can hear her over there just snoring away. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it or not, but I'm not sure why she snores, but she's quite the snorer. Right. Now we're getting into some pieces that are a little bit more identifiable for me to put together. Let's see here. Here we go. One of the coolest parts about this build is the water. It's just so beautiful. I could make build sets with water every day. I love water in general and nature, and I love building with water. I'm excited about what this set's going to look like. All right, we're looking just like the picture. Okay, now it looks like we're going to build 2 sections that are the same for the sides of this guy. Part of the reason that last week was crazy, I know in my last video I told you we were waiting on a biopsy result for my cat, and we got that in, and the same week I had to rush in my my older cat. He's 15 and a half, and he was losing weight over the past few weeks just dramatically, eating constantly, and I got really worried that something was definitely off, so had him in for blood work. You know, I'm trying to figure out how this piece goes. The instructions are a little bit confusing. Let's see here. They do this to start with, and then oh, there you go. Look at that. Okay, do that again. So anyways, he got in for blood work, and we waited for all the results to be coming back in, and my older cat has hypothyroidism, so he's been put on medication to manage that. That's, I mean, it was the best probably diagnosis we could have gotten because it's treatable. Everything else looked great. His heart is strong and everything else looks really good, so we were excited about that. So now he gets medicine twice a day, and that's fun, sticking pills down a cat. But he's being a good boy about it. And then the results came in from my much younger cat, and sure enough, he has an autoimmune disease that causes lesions on his skin, or his paw pad specifically. Not the news we were looking forward to, but understandable. We kind of all were leaning towards that being it, so we weren't surprised. So he will have to have that now controlled, oops, that came off, with steroids whenever he has a flare-up. But we're going to take good care of him. He's got amazing doctors, and he's going to be okay, I think. But waiting on all those tests and in and out of the vets, it kept things awfully busy. Let's see here, make sure I do this right. We kind of have our house full of animals, and we love them, and they keep us busy though. All right, now we're going to put this onto this on each side. Looks like that just... Wait just a minute. I feel like I have something wrong here, but I'm not sure what it is. It looks like this is supposed to be overlapping more. Okay. Give me a second because I've done something wrong here. There we go. Okay. Look there. It looks just like the base. Looks in the picture at least the same size. That wasn't too hard. Alright, we're going to make 4 of these next little sections. Take this piece. Make the little... Oh, that's easy. Just going to put it right there, make a covering, probably so we can plate it around there. Whenever I build a mock, I always, my inside structures, I always keep the same color. I'm boring like that. And I love how when LEGO makes their sets, they put in all kinds of different and fun colors inside of there. When I built Rivendell, there was all kinds of cool colors underneath of it, and I think, you know, that's a cool idea. It keeps things exciting, and I need to be a little bit more creative when I'm building. I'm going to go ahead and make 3 of these. Put in some fun colors underneath there, instead of being so boring. Bit of a stick in the mud, maybe. All right, now we're going to pop these on here. So this one has, oops, now look at that. I did that the opposite of what it should be. We need this piece to go there. I thought I was being so smooth and I was just messing up. Okay, now we've got that on. And then we're going to make 8. We're going to put 2 of these 2x2 plates, hook them onto this sloped piece, and we're going to make 8 of those. So now we're going to make the outer edging. I bought 4 of the Batman art sets a while ago because I had seen a pattern that someone was selling to recreate them into Captain Rex and Ahsoka from Star Wars. Absolutely gorgeous pieces, and I have been working on those. It takes 2 sets per each picture, so they're twice as long. You put 2 of them together basically. I've got Rex done, and he looks absolutely fabulous. And I'm working on Ahsoka, but it takes a lot of time. So now we're making a really smooth edge here. We're going to go around each side like this. They take a long time to put in that many little round plates. So I've been working on that in my spare time. I look fabulous, and I get to hang it here in the studio. Oops, pop that one off. All right, that looks like we've accomplished bag 1, and it looks really nice, doesn't it? Okay, looks like we have one extra piece here. We'll put that to the side, and we'll get to bag 2. Little piece didn't want to come out there. I don't know about you, but do you ever get really excited when you open up a bag and you see a piece that's just extra special? Well, look at this. You can see that it's got a very shiny, almost metallic type blue to it. And I've seen this piece before in little bitty round tiles and maybe in some of the Disney stuff, but I haven't ever seen it in this 2x1 flat smooth tile. That's I'm sure that's going to be part of the water. I'm excited about that piece. All right, let's see what we got here. We're gonna have to, looks like they're going to build some more support up in here, so let's see. We need these 2 pieces to be here, and then we need kind of corner ones to go back in here and tuck into this. Right. Now this set does say 18 plus on it, which, depending on if you have children, that 18 plus most kids can handle. This is a tricky little thing I'm building. Most kids can handle sets that are rated higher like that. I'm trying to find a really dark blue here. See, that goes there. I'm not sure what this is. I'm wondering if it's for the cattails. We used to have cattails at a little pond that was close to our house in one place that we lived growing up. And they mesmerized me. You could go when they were starting to, release their, I don't know, I'm guessing it was their seeds that came out of the fluffy stuff, and they were just so soft. It just amazed me. All right, now where does he go? I think he goes, nope. I think he goes in there. Right in that little corner. I'm hoping, at least, because he's going to be kind of hard to get out if he's not. So between the kingfisher and the cattails, 2 favorite childhood nature things, I just love this set. I love it in the box. All right, it looks like we're going to do that. Can't imagine how much I'm going to love it out of the box. On both sides, it says put in 6. All right. I was never fortunate enough to see a kingfisher, though. Okay. Let's see, there's 5 of these. So 1 goes there, and 1 goes there. Make sure I get this right. Really filling in this water, I'm assuming. Okay, and then I think it goes here and here. Kind of a snug little fit in there. Okay. Okay, so there's obviously that one doesn't fit, so it's got to be the base for those. And then 4 more. It's kind of hard to tell in the pattern. I'll show you here where they're going, because it just kind of looks like a mass of blue, which makes sense, but my eyes are crisscrossing a little bit trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be putting them. It looks like 2 goes over here. Now the weird thing is, it says 2 should be going in here, but there's not enough space for 2. I'm trying to figure out what I've done wrong. And I can't quite figure it out. Give me a second. Well, I have identified my mistake. This piece right here that I put in, I'm going to see if I can get him out. I might need to see if I can help him. He doesn't go there. I did the other side right, but he actually goes back into here. Okay? And the reason I made that mistake is because that blue, I said it was crossing my eyes, and it was. See, it goes right there. But I didn't realize and notice that there's a hole that's still right in there. It just looked like a big mass of blue. But there was, so that's where we're going to put the 1x4s. So, figure that out. That one stumped me for a bit. Okay. Now, I hadn't caught in the very first step of this bag that those went into there. And here too. But that's an easy fix. Okay, now we have it looking right. Got a little confused there, but we're on a roll now. Now we're going to make 8 of these, and they're going to help seal off our edging here. Anyways, what I was saying is if you know, the 18 plus sets, a lot of kids can do them, and of course they're designed probably more for adults to do. But sometimes I find that they can stump me pretty well. So I can understand the ratings that they have been giving these, or the age selection, because they are more advanced sets that are designed for paying attention to, I would suppose. I also know I can struggle a little bit more than a lot of people. My kids are all adults now, but they can breeze through them pretty well. All right. Well, we stumbled a bit, but we got it made. This is beautiful. And now we get to put in this has got to be all water and probably some greenery. All right. Let's see what's next. Okay. I love the clear use of the pieces because I believe that it's supposed to demonstrate more the water kind of probably splashing up. Oh goodness. I just saw this piece. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if you can see it. Let me put it on a darker background. Look at this. It's curved up. I've never seen this piece before. Doesn't mean it's new. I'd have to research it, but it's sloped up. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to get myself too excited right now. Okay. Let's go back to this. We put a clear piece in here, some slope pieces back here. Okay. Oops. I do get awfully excited about the little things. Life just can be so exhausting and so overwhelming, and it's the little things that end up giving those breaks in life, I think. It's my animals for me, or watching a good movie, or building an amazing Lego set that just really helps give me that break that I need from everything we hear on the news constantly and all the problems that we end up having to deal with and face. All right, we're going to put in, we're building up a base, I believe. The water to go on. So obviously this blue is probably the base water, and then they're putting some accents on top of it. Let's see, I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing this right. But I find it's the little things that give you a break from that all. Give you that little sprinkling of joy that we all need so much in our lives. So I do get excited about the little things. All right, they've got it angled a little bit more this way. We have 8 more to put in, but I'm trying to figure out exactly where they want me to put them in here. Looks like we have one going here. Okay, 2 going down here. And then that's one, that was 3. So we got 5 more to put somewhere. Let's figure out where those go. It's kind of showing that it's just filling in this area, and I'm assuming it's supposed to match up with that. Yeah, there we go. It just kind of matches up with that. All right, now we need one more piece. It looks like he's going right back here. It's very hard to tell with clear on clear pieces on the instructions. They do a really good job of highlighting them, but it says I need 2 of these put together. Now she's not snoring, she's barking. I promise you she hears invisible phantoms out there. That or she has incredible hearing, which is probably more the case. All right, let's see. This goes next to this light blue piece underneath here. Okay. And this, I think it goes right there too. It's going to be on the opposite side. All right, and then they also want us to put more of these on top of those. One of my pups is a miniature schnauzer, which they're guard dogs, or alert dogs. They're not guard dogs. And she takes her alerting very seriously. Okay, we get to put in this new piece. I'm trying to figure out exactly where he goes. Look at this. It comes... Let me see, let me get this angle right. Can you see that? He comes swooping up there. Oh boy. That's exciting. All right, I think it goes over here and over here. That piece is just really lovely. All right, we got to do this. Okay. Oh wait, I gotta put 2 more of these special pieces in. I gotta figure out what these names are to this new piece that they have, and they go up in the front here where he's coming up out of the water. Looks like the water's flying up. It almost looks like a piece they would have made for like a roof section in Ninjago sets or something, and so I'm curious if that's new or if that's been in those and I just haven't caught it yet. Okay, this looks like it's sealing up that hole that we had from the support system. Yeah, if that isn't an already existing roof piece, that would make an unbelievable piece in another color. All right, now we're going to put in some more clear pieces, but I'm not sure exactly where. It looks like we're going to extend out this water, which makes sense. I hope you're either relaxing or building along with me. Be excited if you're building what set you're building. Okay, looks like I'm going to put another one in right in this little corner here. It's a mixture of this really light blue, translucent, that is a hard word to say, piece, and white, the clear. All right, let's see. They want us to put a whole bunch of these going back. Probably to match up with this other line over here. Yeah, okay. So it's looking very, kind of like a glassy waterway. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, here we go. Now we get to put these in. Okay, these are going to go in to cover up all of this front. Looks like they're all going in the same way. A lot of times they'll do it where it's coming in different, horizontal and vertical ways. But this way they've got it all coming in the same. All right. And it looks like we're going to go another one sealing all this in. So obviously the clear pieces are to be where he's disturbed the water, and these other pieces are to be smooth. And then back on here. All right, and now we're going to put in more of the special pieces, and it looks like they're going in right on top of the other pieces. So we're adding in some more to the water jumping up. So what's your weather like in your neck of the woods? Because it's warm here. It gets cold in the morning. We're dropping into the 30s, but then it's popping up into the 50s, and which is nice. All right, let's see here. We needed to put in 3, 4. It looks like I should have 2 more there, which I think I'm gonna look back a minute, as I'm not sure. These ones don't have double back here. I messed that up. And actually, where they were coming in at was right here. Okay. These clear pieces are throwing me for a bit. All right, now we've got it. Now we're going to put in these other ones. So it looks like we've got this coming in here. This water's a bit tricky. It's a bit slippery. A little sneaky. Okay. Look at that. I'm hoping that you can really see that way that it's just building up. Absolutely amazing. It almost, of course it looks like water, but it almost looks like a flower that you're designing too. All right, we're gonna do something else here. Looks like it needs a little extra care. For Christmas, Matt got me the Disney Castle, the new big one that was released. My daughter has the older version, but I didn't ever get that one. I'm trying to figure out how this sits on here. All right, let me see. He doesn't want to quite sit in there. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. I thought he was supposed to go all the way back, but I'm guessing he goes right there. Let's try him one more time all the way back, because I think that's what he's supposed to do. But I'm not sure if I'm doing something wrong. Oh, he does. Okay. He was just being finicky on me. Of course, now I'm making a huge mess of it. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to put this piece back in here because I ripped it out to try to figure it out, but now I've got it messed up a bit. So, put him back in there. And then, I'm going to redo this. All right. And then we're going to see if we can put this on here right. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now, I think that's the right way. I think they want it back that far. Because I was putting it up closer, but I don't think so. All right, now we're going to put... Oh, wait. Before I snap that one down, he's going to go one back. So I'm super excited to actually build the Disney Castle with you, but it's such a huge set that I'm thinking about breaking it down into episodes or sections, because I know I wouldn't want to listen to myself ramble that long, and I'm sure you'd probably enjoy shorter bouts of me too. So I'll break it down into more manageable sections for the videos. All right, got that in. And then we are going to, let's see, This goes in here. It's probably the same on each side, which is going to help us. We're going to put in, looks like 4 of these cute little clear blue ones. All right. Looks like we're getting closer to the end of the water here. All right, we're going to flip this over and we're going to reverse it. And do this side. I can't wait to get started on the bird. Oops. He didn't need 3 here. He already had 1 from this. So we'll just swap that piece for that piece. Oh, there I did. I messed up again. This doesn't tell you I had a hard weekend. There we go. Now we got it right. Oh, that little piece popped off. Okay. All right. So we got that in. And now we're going to, oh, more of these. I fill in this area. So we're filling in our water. We've got all that base structure underneath all covered up. It's looking great. To be honest with you though, as much as I'm fumbling around on this, I'm a little bit scared to make the bird. All right, now it says I need 5 of these. Let's see, we've got it turned around. See if we can do this right. Well, you're lucky that I put these in wrong. These are supposed to go like this. Well, we'll call this part build with me and part the mistakes not to make. All right. How not to build the Kingfisher. All the little mistakes you can make. All right. So it looks like we got all of those in there. Well, it looks almost like we need a little piece here and here. Okay, I think I have it all in there now. Oh boy, okay. We've got it turned back this way. And they're gonna fill, it looks like they're gonna fill in, this is another one of those tricky things, they're gonna fill in 12 of these cheese slopes all in here to really make this water move. So let's see if we can get this right. It looks like they're doing every other one. Break that water up a bit. There we go. Okay, I gotta see what they're doing here. This one I can figure out. Okay, here and here. And then they're just alternating them. There we go. Like little waves. I have 2 children graduating this year. One from college and one from high school. And then I won't have anybody in high school anymore. Okay, let me see. Did that. Let's see. Yeah. And then I need to put, looks like they're putting another layer over here. So it's going to be a very busy spring for us as we're trying to get through all of that. It's kind of bittersweet when you're excited for them, but then so much changes and they're moving on and getting ready to do exciting stuff in their life. Okay, we got that. Now it looks like we're going to turn it around here so we get to this side of it. And we're going to put in some more of these cheese slopes. I'm not sure if that's the exact proper name for them, but that's what we're going to call them today. I'm trying to memorize the pieces. Now somewhere I have put in too many because I am missing 2. And that doesn't make sense. Well, we'll see if we can figure that out in a minute. All right, let's put these in now. These are going down into those little brown pieces we put in earlier. But yeah, I've been trying to memorize the piece names more. I've never been good at memorization so that I can actually know what I'm looking for. Either I'm trying to buy some or figure out how to describe a piece. I should have 2 more right here, so I've obviously put a little too many in here, but maybe that's just going to be my unique little mistake, because that might take a while to figure out. Or I'll just go steal some from upstairs. Okay. All right, let's see. We're going to make 2 of these, and these must be the start of the cattail stems. Right. I love these pieces right here. They can be used for so many things. They're very versatile. Looks like that. Nope, that one goes to that one. Okay. So we're building up the stems. We're going to build, looks like some taller ones. Looks like they're going to be 4 high with the little red pin connector to go down here in the base. Here we go. I look every night to figure out which new sets are coming out, and I have heard, well, I've seen online, and I'm not sure how accurate it is, but supposedly they're going to be releasing a Notre Dame. So I've got some extra pieces here, a Notre Dame set. And I'm really looking forward to see if that's accurate, because that one will be very exciting to see. All right, on to bag 3. All right, we got through our base structure here. We made a couple mistakes, fixed them, and we have some missing slopes, but for the most part that looks absolutely fabulous. And now obviously we've got to be working on the bird, because this has got to be a part of the bird. Okay, and let's cringe in fear here that I'm going to try to figure out this page. We got this. You know, you don't have to be super amazing to build Lego sets. You can just enjoy it, even if you fumble along. And sometimes I'm smarter than others, but I think that's the most wonderful thing about them, is just anybody can do them. I know my parents never really built Lego sets when we were growing up, or even when, you know, I first left home, but the more their adult children got into it, and, well, to be honest with you, we kind of started giving it to them as Christmas gifts and birthday gifts, because we figured they needed to enjoy them too. Put those on backwards. We got them on right now. This is fun. They started to enjoy them. My mom is really into the modulars. She loves building with those, and it's really exciting to see just our whole family, no matter what age, you know, from the grandparents down to the nieces and the nephews and the aunts and the uncles. I mean, one year that's what we did. We bought Lego gifts for everybody, and I think that's awesome. Something the whole family can enjoy together. All right, looks like we need a couple little pins here. Connector pieces. Well, I'm scared to say it, but this seems to be going okay. This is a lovely color. Okay. Let's see now. Oh, okay. That makes sense. pins go in these little gray holes. Get them in there. And then this goes into there. We can get it to go in there. Okay. So that looks pretty good, I think. Now we'll move on. Everybody also seems to have their own little version of, you know, whether it's the modulars or the icons or the art, or everybody kind of gets into their own style that they like to build. I have a tendency to be everything. I can go into a Lego store and there's not a section that I'm not oohing and awing over, although I do tend to stay away from the Technic section, but that's probably for my own good. Although my son says, nope, you don't need to stay away from it, you need to practice it. So get more and start practicing it, which is actually probably the smartest and wisest thing to do, but I'm a little terrified. I have to branch out here. All right, this goes onto here. For the most part, looks like there's a little smooth piece that goes here. Okay. I'm just amazed with all of the variety that's out there. I get excited about all kinds of sets. I'm sure that we'll be building a lot of different things here together. Some good variety. Let's see here. This looks like it goes into here. All right. There we go. I'm assuming we're making his little body. Nope. I had to have my daughter help me this weekend actually spray our roses, because they were already struggling with black spot. I don't know if you do roses or if you're in an area that's a problem, but we fight it here all season long. But normally in the winter, we don't have to treat them. And I tried everything how to treat them naturally. Finally, we had to go get a spray because we couldn't kill it. We were losing them all. We put in a rose garden last year, so if anybody who's watching and has a green thumb with roses, let me know how in the world you might treat that, because we are really fighting it here. But I can't believe we're having to treat them over the winter. It tells you how warm it's been. Okay, this part is a little tricky. It looks like we're putting it in at a little bit of a different angle there. Okay. Let's see here. I need this little part now. Make sure I'm doing this right. Alright, and then this little piece goes right there. Not entirely sure I did that right, but I think I did. It's got a little gap right here. Okay. No, I don't think I did do that right. Here we go. This is how it goes. Okay. I'm like, that doesn't make sense for that gap to be there. That's how it goes. We had to flip it so these two were up. All right. I'm assuming they're going to make me do that again. Okay. All right, now we're going to flip it this way and put it in this way. And then we're going to find another one of those guys and go that way. So then it flips around. Okay. Maybe the tail? Yeah. Okay. All right, now they want us to flip him over. Secure this little portion right underneath here. Okay, this is interesting. They've got these pieces in this really dark blue, and I've seen these before, but it's almost like in the either the Ninjago mech type of pieces or in those, yeah, probably more the mechs and stuff. All right, so they want us to put those little holes into that. I think we're making some little feathers of some sort. This orange, I'm interested to look up the color in this because it's a darker orange than the regular bright orange. It's a very nice color. All right, and then this goes into here. Here. That's cute. I mean, there's a little underneath feathers. All right, well, we still got to have him flipped over. We're going to start making another piece here. I like this blue too. The blues that they're making him out of are really pretty. Very nice. Okay. Put this together. And that's where that big piece comes in. He's going to go right on top of here. Okay. We'll flip him over and put in these little, now this would be a fun piece to figure out his name. I've been seeing these used more and more. They're nifty little pieces that can do a lot of different things. Oops, here we go. Okay. Now it looks like we flip him over and he's going to go into those holes right there. All right. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. So obviously we're working on his body. This has got to be his belly with this little, those are, we didn't quite secure those onto that thing. There we go. Had to snap those in back here too, not just this connection. All right. Now we're going to work on his top. Okay, looks like he goes like that. There's a lot of great sets coming out in March. There's the Stitch, which I'm pretty excited about. He looks really awesome. It could be a little bit of a tricky build though, but he looks pretty cool. All right, we are going to make, I'll bet you it's a head connection. Put that in here. There's a little red piece in there with a hole. Goes in there. Spins around. Okay. Let's see, they're going to work on the next part here. Make sure these are facing the right way. I have a tendency to always get these pieces facing the wrong way. All right. He's starting to look really nice. I thought for a second that I had lost a piece, but you've got a flat tile going on this side, and then on the other side they have a sloped piece. That's one high going in. That one threw me. I thought, oh no, missing a piece, but not so much. They're just different on either side. See the height difference there. And this has, well, there you go. Told you. I get them backwards. There we go. They're supposed to go in. Lining up more that way. Get some slope pieces going in here. Okay. All right, now we're going to make it looks like a little covering for his neck. Now make sure we got this in the right way. Got these two connectors here that we're going to obviously snap it on. Two, fighting me a little bit, but there we go. Okay, he's got his little part of his belly, I guess, coming up. Okay, he's going together really well. Oh goodness, they want me to actually put him in. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how. Okay, here's an adventure for us. They're showing me to put him upside down. Oh, we're going to connect him through that right there. I'm like, they're not using a pin. They want me to put it right up into this spot right here. Turn it over so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So it goes right onto that orange piece under there. And he hooks on. Look at that. I thought the connection would be different than that. He's just going to fly right up out of that water, isn't he? I like that. Okay. And then we've got this yellow piece that's going to go in, and that's going to really secure that on. I don't know how many of you've worked with these sloped pieces that have the 3 different layers, but they make a really, really strong connection. That thing's not coming off with that on there. They're great pieces. Great pieces because, I mean, they're connecting at 3 different spots, so you have 3 different connection points on different levels, so they do a great job. Ooh, our bird is coming together. We're still going to need him, though. Let's see, we got to put these on. This is a fun piece. It's in a nice a nougat color. And there's going to be 2 like this, and they're going to go on his belly. Let's see if we can get these on there, right? I think they just go on it just like, oh, we'll fix our water here in a second. All right, let's see. Where did we pop our water off of? Oh, there's this back piece here. We took forever getting on. Okay, look at that. Now he has a belly. Okay, now we're going to seal up this part. They have this kind of aiming this way, probably for a purpose. So we're going to put these little pieces on. Make sure we get these aimed the right way. And we have a little underneath piece to finish his little belly off. Okay, obviously we're going to have to do the size. This piece is just fighting me. We're going to move him up 1 because he seems to want to slip off of that. So, all right. Oh, this is going to be exciting, guys. We get to make his little feet. You've probably figured out that I love animals. And I love making them. All right. And I love having them. They make my world a little brighter. So this little guy right here, he's just going to brighten up. Brighten up whichever room he gets to go into. Let's see here. This is a cool way of making feet. They're utilizing a little horn here for his little claws. Okay. And we'll turn this over. And they can come up so they can move. That's really, really ingenious. And then they pop right into there. Oh. That's awesome. Look at his cute little feet. All right, we need to make another one for the other side. So you can have 2 little feet. This is a brilliant way of making his claws on his little toes. That piece doesn't want to stay put. Okay, and then let's pop this in here like this. I think I did something wrong, so we're going to swivel that around. Okay, we're good. Put it in upside down, but we were able to fix it. Okay, get them both looking the same. Okay, he's got his little feet on. Looks like they gave us some extra pieces here. And we're halfway there. He's looking really good. All right, we're going to work on bag number 4 now. Okay, move my instruction manual a little bit more in front of me here so I can maybe see it a bit easier. All right, let's see what we're doing. We recently put up some LED lights behind the display up in our bedroom, and I had really missed the Christmas lights when we had to put them all up because we have a Christmas tree in our room. And I really was missing just being able to go in at night and turn the lights on and relax. Oh, that's lovely. That's in a clear piece. I haven't seen many of those, and it's double-sided. Gotta check and see if that one's new. Put that right in there. Oh, wait, gotta put a flat underneath of them. And I missed it so much. And we have our a cube storage with Lego display up there, and I thought, you know, I'd like to light these Legos up, and so ordered some lights, and they're more like spotlights, but you can use them indoors and you can change them to any color you want. Put them up there. I wonder what we're building. Maybe it's part of the wing. And now I can light up the room at night. It's real nice. You can just turn the lights on and you can decide how bright you want them. So that was an exciting project that we worked on this past weekend. Got that all. You can actually see those lights. Matt just recently did a video that he posted about the finds that we found over the month of January, and then we checked out the Lego store on February 1st and found this set and a couple others, and so you can actually see the lights on that video. Recently, in a town near us, put that over here, in a town near us, there's a Bricks and Minifigs that just opened up, and I don't know if you have a Bricks and Minifigs by you, but we didn't have one anywhere near us, and we were excited when it opened up to go check it out, and we fast fallen in love. They have a great bulk section that you can just dig through and find a really nice assortment of pieces. But one of my favorite things is whenever we go, I get to pick up a minifig that they have, and they have a whole case that has all kinds of different ones, and they're priced according to, you know, how popular they are, I suppose. And you can find some really cool ones. I got, the last time I went, I got Knuckles from Ninjago. I'm not sure if any of you watch Ninjago, but Knuckles is he's a skeleton kind of guy, and he's pretty funny. He's not in it a whole bunch, but he's in the first season, I believe. I'm not quite sure if he makes it into any of the other ones, but sorry, I realized I was building off camera there for a second. He's just a funny guy. He kind of cracks me up, and so I was excited when I found him. I also found Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner recently. Let's see. And Beorn from The Hobbit. I wasn't able to get the Hobbit series. We were raising our kids, and any Lego sets that we got typically went straight to the kiddos during that time in our life, and so that was when a lot of the Hobbit sets were being released, and I wasn't able to pick many of those up. So I was excited to at least get him. Love to have the characters. All right, now we're going to attach this to this. Okay. I'm thinking that these are attachment for feathers, and this has got to be a wing. All right, we're going to set this to the side. That looks pretty nice, doesn't it? It's a dark blue primarily. All right, let's see here. So if you have a Bricks and Minifigs by you, it's a great place to go to check out some of those things if you collect. I was a little worried for them because of the area that they set up, and it's a busy shopping area, but I was like, I hope that they can get enough business in here. And there was only one time that I've gone that it wasn't busy. So that's good for them. Let's see here. Make sure I'm doing this right. It's a little covering, I guess. Put this under there. All right. Put all these on. Here's those leaf in that blue, that gray blue that I was excited to find, and there they are. I didn't even see them when I dumped the bag out. The observant I was being. Okay, now this is going to go on top of this, it looks like. I'm trying to figure out how high it goes. I think it goes up pretty high. Let's see here. Oh, I was putting it a little too far forward. Wasn't catching on. Okay. So I'm guessing that's probably the underside of the wing, and that's probably the outside. Yeah, because it matches his belly. Okay, now we're going to flip him over. I'm going to put this onto here. I think this might need to go down one to match up with that. There you go. Okay. Put his bright blue on this side. My son had a little parrotlet that lived with us for, well, goodness, 12 or 13 years. Last year he passed away. But he was something else. He was the best little bird. And he had a dark blue, it was more like a cobalt blue, and so he had dark and light blue, even to ranging to a very pale blue, and he was the most Pacific blue parrotlet is what he was, and he was the most beautiful bird. And boy, oh boy, did that bird have personality, like you just wouldn't believe. And I miss him tremendously. I miss the noise that he would make every day. And he had, we don't know for sure that he understood everything that was going on. I'm convinced that he probably did understand more than we gave him credit for, because we just didn't know how much he understood. But he learned how to laugh. He had this chuckle that he would do. And he knew exactly when to laugh, which is what we couldn't figure out. We couldn't figure out if he was mimicking when he would see other people laugh, and so then he would kind of do it at the same time. Okay, let me see here. I'll make sure I do this right. It's like this piece and this piece, and then they attach under there. Oh, that's a little bit hard to snap in. Okay, that's really cool. And then, let's see his belly, and then they're going like this. Okay, now we've got the wings coming out. That's really, really cool. Look at that. That's gorgeous. All right, I have to make two of those, so I'm going to go back a page. I didn't quite realize I had to make two. Anyways, he would know when to laugh. Nobody else would be laughing. He would just be hanging out, and then all of a sudden, you'd walk in and you'd trip or something when you were walking, and he would just start cracking up. He'd start doing his chuckle, and we were like, he knows. He somehow knows. And he would sit there and he would laugh at you. Or somebody would say a joke, and they wouldn't even have to be in the same part of the area. He could hear it from another room, and somebody would say a joke, and before anybody else started laughing, he would start laughing. We were just pretty mesmerized at his uncanny ability to know when to chuckle. And I miss that so much. Our little boy. We got him at Christmas and his name was Noel. And he brought a lot of joy, so it's bringing back a lot of memories of him building this bird. All right, looks like we're going to build another feather. And it looks like it might be a little smaller, so obviously they're going to be getting smaller as they go down. I'm going to take a peek ahead. No, I'm not going to build two of this one, which makes sense because they're going to be changing in size. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. The dark blue on the pattern, I keep calling it a pattern because I do a lot of sewing too. The instruction book, it's kind of hard to see those dark colors on it, and it's got this dark gray background, so I'm going to sit here and count my pieces to make sure that I'm doing it right. I don't know if you ever work with these inverted slopes, but I found that the ones that are the not inverted, that are the top ones, are really easy to go in. But let's see, we're going to flip this over. No, something's a little off here. Let's see here. We need this here. Okay. And then this one goes all the way up front. Okay, I was confused because, but anyways, these inverted ones, they take a minute. You really have to push them in to get them, and then they're not going anywhere. But, okay. I feel as if something's a little off. I don't feel like I should have that hole in there. I shouldn't have that hole in there somehow. Let me see. I'm going to go back a step because we started with this, and then we put, and then this went. No, that is correct. I did it right. We go like this. Well, look at how snug I've got everything now. Taking it apart, and I probably did it right. Okay, and then this went, okay, that's where I messed up, because this one should have gone here, and then that should have gone there to seal up that hole. I moved him over one row. Okay, now we got it correct. And now we're going to put this guy back on. I just had one a little too high. Okay, now we're going to put him on here. Look at that. And they can move. There's quite a bit of movement in them, so you can kind of get them right when you're lining them up next to each other. All right. Now let's see about the next one. Make sure we pay attention. Like I said, it's that dark color on that dark gray background that's throwing me a bit. Okay. Keep working a little bit off screen here. Apologize again. Okay, we're going to make sure that that goes and seals up that one. Okay. And it looks like it just has one of these straight underneath of here. He's a little bitty wing. Okay, and he goes down in here. And then we have just a little bitty one to make here to go down at the end. All right. Just a little bitty guy. It's going to go down here at the end. All right, so we have all the wings on, and now we're going to take our guy. We need to give him a name. Okay, now you've got two prongs sticking out here. Kind of hard to see. There you go. All right, and then they've got two connectors on the underneath side of this wing, and he's going to fit right into those. It's a little bit of a tricky angle to put him in it. Let me see if I can get it. But it'll be nice and secure. Okay, look at that. Well, I'm just amazed. Feels very, very realistic. Very secure. He just moves just a little bit. But that's just coming together really nicely. All right, let's see what else they want us to do with these last few pieces from this bag. What got flipped over here? Okay, they're going to make this little connection area. I was wondering when they were going to do that. So we're going to take, let's see, seal up that little part of his belly. Let's see, go on there. Okay. There's our extra pieces. Okay. It's going to go this way. And we're just going to fit him right in there. Look at that. So he's all sealed up on that side. He's looking great. And then I'm sure that the next bag, we're going to work on this over here. So bag number 5. Got some green ferns pieces, which came out last year. I love those whenever they're in a set. Some seaweed looking. Nice. We're going to build some plants, it looks like, too. Oh, there we go. We're going to start with a little bit of the greenery right down here on the bottom. So we're going to get a leaf. Put a couple ferns on it. I think I could have a whole bucket full of these fern pieces. I haven't seen if you can get them yet off of Pick a Brick, which I don't think you can. But I need to check out, and as soon as you can, I'm gonna order a pile. Okay, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and put, I bet you we're doing this because it'll be easier to, okay, put them in now than after the wing gets in. Oops. We'll lose that piece. All right, we're going to put them in here and here. Actually, these come right up next to each other. Let's get those in a little bit more snug. I'm kind of working a little far away from you here, but I'm putting them in. They're going to wrap around the bottom of the cattails here. And it looks like, yeah. I'll put this one in first. A little tricky. Put your finger in there. These don't have a leaf on the bottom of them. They're just going straight on top of the water. Okay. Building up that base layer, and then we've got our, oh. All right, let's see, we're going to stick that into there. Stick that one into this one. Build up some nice greenery. These things keep flying off. They only have 2 points that they're meeting up with, so they're a little bit squirrely about coming off. Okay, now we're going to do the mirrored image of the wing for the other side. Let's see. I can remember how this is done. Just going to work with everything coming this way now. Well, let's see here. Some of these pieces are kind of hard for, there we go. Hard for my eyes to pull out. Let's see. So this is where that repetition thing comes in a bit again. The last one we built was the, oh, nope, did that again. Was the peacock, and all of his feathers were a bit repetitious. This one isn't as bad because there's only 2 wings here, but looking for, let's see, there we go. He was hiding over here in the corners. Smooth 3 there, plate. But this will go much faster because there's only Only 2 wings. Pull that in there. All right. Yeah, feels way more familiar now. So we can cruise along here. All right. Building that base structure that all the bigger wings go off of. This has been a very enjoyable build so far. Very relaxing. This time with you has been exciting. Monday morning always hits, and man, my feet hit the floor and I was already stressed out, but this has been a very enjoyable build to sit back and relax with. It's a beautiful bird. Let's see here. We need to put one of these little connectors down here. My to-do list this week is a little longer than I would like. I've got a ton of stuff to do and need to work on sorting in a bunch of bulk Legos, the Lego bricks that I got, into the organization upstairs where I do my mock building. But I've been dragging my feet on it because it's so time consuming to sit there and sort through all the pieces that I've just been kind of putting it off, but I need to get in there and get it done. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure we get this guy on there right. Okay. Build up his little base body first. It's kind of nice, these sloped pieces. They've made it to where when they do the wings separate, instead of doing it in 2 bags, or 1 big bag, they do it in 2 bags, so they're all kind of facing the same way. Okay, then this goes right on top of that, like the last one, and we're ready to go to make his wings. Wait, let's flip him over. Secure this side. That. He's looking good. Oops. Oh, now that I got that on there, it's not going to come off. I moved it over. There we go. Put him over one more than I should have. Okay. Now he's looking good. All right, now let's... Oh, well, we're still working on him. I think I could remember. We've got to make his little... the underneath side of his belly. I like this brown. It's a nice brown color. Let's see here. And I think it really complements all of the blues that are worked into the set. Let's see, we need this piece. And then one more of these. Little flats with this little ledge here. You can use for so many different purposes. Yeah, we need to put these in. I was going to say, I'm missing something. All right. I like the way that they're using these sloped angular pieces because it's giving the illusion of the feathers laying like they do. Right now we're going to put this on and get it in that right spot. It's definitely on the higher end. Let's see. I always try to put it, but then I'm forgetting this ledge, so I got to bring it back a little bit. Here we go. All right. Now we'll set it down. And now we really are going to work on the wings. Right. There we go. It's coming together nicely. Now this is the one where we have to build two of. So we'll go back and make another quick one of him. This piece, a lot of connection points. Pop it in there. Right. All right. And then his little underneath part. The little color. Unless you really pay attention to birds, you don't realize that they do have a lot of different colors within their wings, especially as the underneath part. A lot of wings will come up and the coloring underneath is so different. So that feels very accurate to me that they're showing that kind of hidden underneath that you don't see until they bring them up. So the next time you're watching a bird fly, just check out his underneath, the part of his wing that he hides most of the time. See what pretty colors are under there. I put out bird feeders. Last year we hadn't in our new home put any out, and so we put some out. It's been really exciting to see all the different birds. The yellow chickadees and the cardinals are my favorite that come and hang out. Which the cardinals have been here through the winter. I haven't seen the chickadees through the winter much. They must move to a warmer location. Oops, flip him around. I was putting him on backwards. Right, move on to the wing that's a little bit smaller. Step down. Okay. Now this is where we messed up earlier. Learn from our mistakes here. Okay, and then this piece covers up that piece. There we go. Okay, well, we got it right that time. At least I learned faster the second time. All right, we'll put him in here. He's looking fabulous. Smaller wings definitely build up quite a bit faster. Even faster the second time round. All right. Let's see, this goes on here. And then this piece just goes right underneath of it. That's right. Put this, oops, put it on there. Okay. And then this last little bitty piece, combination that makes the last little bitty feather. Put that down there. Kind of build it one way and then you have to flip it over to actually attach it to him. Okay, we're going to go ahead and attach it on. Oops. Using those 2 points there, which were a little tricky to get in. There we go. He's so handsome already, and then we're going to make his little side of his belly, and we'll put it in there. So it goes like this. Okay. Well, he's looking really nice. Looks like we've got his head and his cattails, and then he'll be almost done, or done at that point. Okay, so we have bag 6 now. always kind of smooth my bags out when I'm done so that I make sure I didn't leave any pieces behind. Okay, we're going to work on the head first. Looks like in the instructions. There's that really pretty orange again. I'm going to have to find the color name for him. Let's see here. This part I'm really excited to see how it goes together, how they make the head. I think heads are probably one of the more difficult things to make, but those wings couldn't have been easy to figure out. Okay, that went together pretty well. Oops, just wanted to pop off on me. And let's see, what piece are they using here? All right, let's see. Oh, there they are. Putting them up here on the front. Doesn't look like a head much. I bet you're going to be really excited when you figure out what they're doing here. Let's see here. They've got... Oh, okay. It's this piece. I was like, how are they making that work? That's a cool piece. Putting that in there. And then doing some more slopes here. Now we are going to have to pay attention to the angle of these slopes because they've got both in the same bag. Okay. That's going right there. Must be the side of the face. And I'll bet. Yeah, we're going to do the opposite. The mirrored opposite. Find that other special piece again. That in. Wasn't too hard. All right. I'm going to flip it up. Put it up like that. All right. There we go. Okay, this piece has been used in a tail in a lot of sets as a tail, but it is going to be used as a beak this time. That's pretty cool. It's got a very bendable top to it. Oh, I was supposed to put this a piece on first, underneath of it. Okay, and then I put it on. Raise it up a little bit more, that makes sense. Now here comes an exciting part. This is where it starts getting good. Let's see here. I'm going to build the bottom part of the beak, I should say. Oops, that didn't want to go in there, right? Okay. Flip it over and we're going to put these little peg-looking things in here, like we used on the body. Okay, and then it shows us to flip it over, and they're going to go in right into those holes in those pieces. And there you go. Oops. We've got his beak. I'm going to make sure I did that right. I'm trying to figure out, his beak looks like it's closed a lot more than I'm seeing it on this, but oh, that is because it is closed. I was like, I messed up again, guys. Okay, here we go. I just popped that whole thing off, and so I'm just going to flip it over and I'm going to pop it right back in. Okay, that looks better. I'm like, he's got a very wide open beak. We put this top piece on top of this blue piece instead of underneath of it. So now we've got it in the right position. Surprise, surprise. Well, I'm going to be consistent at least with the pieces or the mess ups that I do. All right, looks like we put this underneath. That's interesting that we're working underneath of it that way. All right, now we're going to flip it back over. We're going to make two little side pieces. I'm going to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Then we're going to seal those up with this. All right, and then trying to figure out exactly how they, oh, okay. We're putting it on where we're attaching it with the slopes right there. And then we're going to do the opposite number. Oops, no, that's the wrong piece. Get the right one here. Okay. All right. This one's thrown for me for a bit. I'm trying to make sure I'm focusing so I don't make another mistake. There we go. So working in his little white cheeks. Okay. Well, I hope this video has made you want to pick up this set, because he's an awfully handsome little guy that we're building here, and he's definitely worth picking up. We got a little microphone that's going to be put into a couple pieces here. Not sure what that'll be used for. Pretty soon the birds will be coming back from the south and for all of us, and we'll be able to hear them out there more. I miss that in the winter. You don't get to hear the birds as much. We're using these angled slope thicker pieces to do the top. Oh, those are his little eyes. The microphones are his little eyes. Okay, so it looks like we're just gonna wait, something's off here. Let's see. Oh, okay. We needed to put this on first. Like, we need another connection point. Okay. Now we can put these on like that. And then do the opposite on the top. All right, let's see. It's interesting because you don't normally have the underneath side where you have the top connectors, but the way they were able to do it, you are able to, so you're able to work with these pieces that normally you wouldn't be able to do on the underneath. So that was a brilliant move by the designers. Okay, we're going to seal this up like this. Probably hear some rustling in the background. My dog is up and playing. All right, now we're going to make the connection point for the head. So we're going to stick that down into this hole that was built. We'll be able to get him on. All right, looks like they're doing a little piece for his, there we go, for his neck. All right, we get to put his head on now. All right, it fit right on there. His head can move. It definitely leans, I'm so sorry, it leans more to this side, which is probably why they had that connecting piece angled. But he looks pretty awesome. Look at that. Okay, so it looks like our bird is done. They want us to move him around now. We're going to work with his cattails, which they're using these lovely green pieces for. So on these lower ones, we're going to put in, I have to hold this up a little bit, snug little thing. Okay, some of the green. Yeah, we need to do another one of those. He's going to go in this lower one. All right, so we've got two in there like that. And then we're going to build up our actual cattail and imagine it to be fuzzy little things we love to play with in the summer. Kind of hard to get it down in there. Oh, they want us to put some green in here. Try to hold it in there securely. Snap two of those together, stick them down in there. All right. Push that down on, there we go. Gotta push it down on the book there. This is interesting. We're going to put the point of this very long horn up into there. All right, and then we're going to pop that right on top of... No, he gets a connect. I was going to say he's not going to be tall enough. And then he gets a little top. What have I done wrong? Oh, wrong piece. That was the bottom piece. Then you put that right. Oh, he just goes right on top. There, doesn't go in too far. All right, and then he gets put on. Okay, and then we'll just repeat that step for the next one. Push that down in there. Oops, try to put them in backwards. This piece is the one that goes on top, and this piece is the one that goes on the bottom. That's where I was messing up before. Put that little point in. Oops. All right, we've got our cattails in now. Those are pretty simple, but very impactful. And then we're going to make our fish, and we'll be all done with a really pretty set here. It's just a couple pieces here, but he makes a really cute bird or fish for the bird to catch. So if you see, there's this connecting point here, and if you'll remember, we had put at the beak another connecting piece, so that is going to snap right into that, and he's not going to let this fish go anywhere except home for lunch. So there you go, the Kingfisher. This is the Icon set that was just again released in February, and he looks like a very special bird. He's going to look great in any kind of area in your house, a display. And I'm really glad that you joined us, and I'm excited to see you again soon with another build. So you have a good week, and try to make sure you take some time to do some building and relaxing. See you soon.